Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Svetlana and I'm finally back from my trip to go ahead and be back into my planty business. I have a bunch of plants, as you can tell in the background, that need a little... What? Russian accent coming out. That need a little bit of TLC, a little bit of love and some updates. I do have some cool updates for you. Some of my plants are blooming as we're speaking, some of my Hoya, some of my pinks. For the first time as I leave them, they decide to bloom for me. I hope it's not a death bloom, but I never heard about death blooms on Pinguicola, so I'm so excited. I'm gonna share the updates probably in my next video, but on this video I wanna take you along plant shopping because breathing break, because for the couple last weeks I have been traveling in Poland with my mom and my husband and Baloo, my pup. Hi, I'm Svetlana and this is my mom. And Jack Sparrow we met at the bar one night. But anyway, me and my husband and Bolu, of course, are taking her to the mountains. And she has no clue. She's never seen mountains before. And after my dad passed away, we've been taking her more out of the house. This is going to be the biggest surprise yet. And I cannot wait to see her reaction. Join us on mountain adventures in Zakopane, Poland, with small budget, without a concrete plan, and hearts prepared for adventures. Let's do this! So we did enjoy our time together, the family time in the mountains, which was so special. I already uploaded the first vlog from our travels, so here is the link if you want to go ahead and check it out. This one was more about local cuisine, local foods and drinks, and exploring the city of Zakopane. The next vlog that I'm going to be working on this week is going to be about mountains and nature, so go ahead and subscribe to that channel, to my vlog channel, if you're curious to see a little bit more of behind the scenes, what I was up to for the last couple weeks. But I also, of course, I had to film something plenty for this channel, because come on, who are we kidding? I'm a plant lady through and through, so of course I had my eyes open for everything plenty around me, and of course I did film it. So I have an update about shopping in the end of this video, but first off I just wanna, take it easy. So first off, we went to the city of Zakopane from Lithuania. It was around 12 hours drive, so we did not stop in any plenty points at that time because obviously it was a long drive. My mom had no idea where we were going, so it was a surprise, and of course we wanted to go there as quickly as possible, so we did not shop for the plants for at least first half of the trip, I'll be honest. But then when we started to explore city more and more, I started to notice some of the houseplant stores. I mean, more like plant stores, more like flower stores, to be concrete. So unfortunately, Zakopane is more of a tourist town slash... I mean, it's probably a town, not a city. So there wasn't many of a houseplants in those stores. Actually, a very fun fact was that the grocery stores, the larger ones like Biedronka, had so many cool houseplants. We visited it only once and my mind was blown how many beautiful Hoyas and Sansevierias, the more interesting ones, not like your usual Zelanicas and stuff like that, more like cool and like tiny looking Sansevierias, lots of Alocasias and other aroids, but at that point we were extremely soaking wet from the rain. So I'll be honest, I thought we'll go back to that store and I filmed the whole tour for you guys, but we were at that store around 5 p.m.-ish, so it was like a crazy hour in the store. There were so many people, everybody was hurrying, everybody was punching each other, it felt like, and I was soaking wet in there looking for a bottle of water for my dog. So I did not film it that time and I thought I'll come back, but I never came back. So I do apologize, but I promise you, if you're ever in Biedronka, if you're ever in Poland, first of all, and you visit a Biedronka, the larger size, they have a pretty decent variety of houseplants, which was very surprising. Interesting fact. But then I started to notice once again just local houseplant store. flower stores. Since it was the autumn and the Halloween incoming, I'm not sure how Polish people call this celebration. I'm pretty sure it's not a Halloween. For example, here in Lithuania we call it Vėlinės, and it's not as much about the spooky stuff but more about spiritual stuff, so visiting the graveyards of your relatives and family and friends. And most of the plant stores, I mean, I visited 3, all of them had like 90% of flowers and flower arrangements for that specific occasion. So to go to the cemetery and leave the plants there and, you know, arrangements in there, and only teeny tiny bit of houseplants, which were just, you know, your casual anthuriums, like the flamingo flower anthuriums, or tiny Sansevieria zeylanicas or Trifasciatas, and a couple orchids. So nothing interesting to show. I mean, right now I can show you the footage of several houseplant stores that I did visit in that little town of Zakopane. So as you can tell, most of the plants are specifically made for your garden or your graveyard. I mean, not your specifically graveyard, but, you know, the one that you might visit. That was weird, sorry. So yeah, not much in houseplant section was going on, unfortunately. So the first half of my shopping trip wasn't as successful. So then I had another plan. Since we were going to be going back home all through the Poland, I thought we will go ahead and visit several big box stores, because last time I was in Poland, not last time, but last before last, so 2 years ago, I was going back with my husband from our first trip to the mountains, and we stopped at one shop called Obi, and it's a big box store in Poland, and the varieties of houseplants in that store blew my mind. And let me tell you, I made sure to go this time to that specific big box store, very same specific big box store once again, and guess what? Oh, I was so pleasantly surprised to find so many cool, unusual, almost kind of getting into the rare section of houseplants. So right now I want to insert the footage of me shopping in that store, showing you all of the plants, showing you all of the prices, and, you know, just taking you along on this shopping spree. Technically not a spree, but shopping moment. Shopping 10 minutes in that store with prices and everything, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I am so excited and hopeful that soon something like that will be happening in Lithuania as well, because the varieties were cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was cool. It was awesome. So let's go a couple days back and visit that big box store called Obi and shop a little bit. Voice over Svetlana over here. The music was banging in that store, so I just want to jump in here and give you a little bit of commentary, I guess, because I don't know, I guess I'm cool like that. Oh my gosh. If you have been for a while on my channel, you know that I am so bad with voiceover, so buckle up, guys. I will try my best to not make it as cringy as possible, okay? I promise you. And of course, we're starting with this cutest arrangements for fall. I was taking the notes, I'll be honest. These were so cute and interesting and different, and I loved to start with fairy gardens. Obviously, it's my passion, it's my love. And then we went straight into the business over here, and I did go past, you know, the usual anthuriums and roses and jucas and stuff like that, but I did want to film some cooler plants. So for example, I did enjoy these beautiful begonias. Oh my gosh, look at this one. This one is the one that right now I'm a bit sad that I did not get home, because this one was so beautiful, and the other one so black and gothic. Look at this. So beautiful. Of course, I'll try to leave all of the prices in dollars and euros, so you can have at least some kind of idea how much they cost, but the prices were excellent in the store, and Polish stores never disappoint with prices. These people know what they're doing. The prices are amazing, and it's always so much fun to see the difference, how the very same plant can be priced in different countries, I guess, right? Yeah, makes sense. Alright, this Diefenbachia honestly got my eye so much, but it's a pretty big boy, pretty chunky boy, and this is when I noticed the first pest. I think these were spider mites, and I was like, uh-oh, this is a bad sign, but you just wait. There will be more, unfortunately. I guess this was one of those signs why I did not get anything from that store, because I saw various pests, but it was so cool to find philodendrons like this one. Just look at this ring of fire next in the list. Oh, look at them. So pretty. I do not have one, but I'm not so great with philodendrons, to be honest. I don't have enough light, so they usually just stretch and look very wonky in my home. But this one was very cute. Loved this. Okay, moving on. What else did we have? I don't remember. Oh, right. These anthuriums were so cool to find. I know they're very similar clarinariums, but also it's a pretty decent size, and they looked so compact and happy. So this was very interesting find, and I enjoyed finding that, of course. Another one just to see the size comparison. I actually could not find the price for this one, unfortunately, if I remember correctly, but it was pretty okay, I believe. These Samyakulka Zenzi, look at those small tiny babies. So beautiful, so adorable, love it. And then I noticed this flippin' humongous tray of all of those anthurium hybrids. Unfortunately, none of them had specific variety name, just anthurium mini, like what in the world is even that? But it was cool to go through every single one, see the differences. Some are longer, some are not as bright with veining, so very different varieties to just pick, I guess, whatever you choose. And the price, oh my gosh, guys, this blew my mind. Then I went past all of those humongous houseplants. I did not could go, oh my gosh, English, wait. I could not go past this beautiful alocasia zebrina, so pretty, and the price once again for these beasts. Are you kidding me? This one is another one, so beautiful. But obviously, I just tried to imagine the face of my husband if I would go. Wait, what? I don't remember seeing Monsteras alba. I guess this Dracaena caught my eye because this one is on my wish list, and I completely walked past that Monstera. Oh my, did I what? Yeah, look at this. What in the world? What the heck did I just did? Yeah, sure, just don't even think about that Monstera. Just look at the teeny tiny Monstera Burl Mark Flame, because this one is so cute. And look, in the background you can see the Monstera's elbow, and I'm like, the casual plant, like, I don't know, Sansevieria zelanica, who would care? Why film that? Right now I'm so mad. I honestly just did not see that. How that happened? Okay. Well, enough of a self-pity party. We did see some cool Monsteras obliquas. Once again, for such a cheap price, all of those plants on a tray were so cute. Another ring of fire. Look at that little baby philodendron. So adorable. Honestly, I still cannot get over that I did not notice those Monsteras. I'm so mad right now. Okay, just look, they're just right there. Right there. What are you doing? Of course you're looking at Philodendron gloriosum, but why would you look? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry. It feels like I'm watching this real time and like, please look down. Anyway, I did saw this cool staghorn fern. Oh my gosh, what is that? Staghorn fern. Look at this beautiful plant. Oh, are you kidding me? I did wanted to get this one and mount, because my friend Bruno did get me a cool mounting system for these kind of ferns, but it was huge. It's huge. And this aglaonema, oh, this was so high up my list what I wanna bring back home with me. But once again, aglaonemas is some kind of mystery for me. I cannot keep them alive. They just keep on melting in my home. So I was like, you know what? Not this time. Let's not do this time. And I'm so mad about it right now. Sometimes brain against heart wins, and I'm so mad that it did. Because, for example, this Monstera obliqua, look at her. Such a big bush. And I love it. I love it. Also, those Monstera adansoniae mint. Huge leaves. Isn't that a cool plant variety to find in simple big book store? How wild is that? This is so wild. I'm so mad that they did not have prices on every single plant. You need to look for them in the very bottom, like over here. So it wasn't as easy, and not all of the plants had the tags with prices. So sorry if I do miss some cool prices to tell you, but I'm trying my best. I'm just a girl. Oh my gosh, this is getting out of control. I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, Thai constellations. I do have in my home, I think around 5-ish Monsteros Thais, and I'll be honest, my hands were so itchy to get one. This one fortunately did have a rotten root, if you can see in the very bottom, but the leaves, the foliage was so beautiful on these plants, and it's so cool to see so many of those in simple big box store. Unfortunately, I did not see the price for them, so we can only guess, but I guess, playing with words. We can guess, I guess, but we did not guess, so have no idea how much did they cost, but they probably were something similar around the prices that you see in the screen throughout this video. I mean, obviously. Oh, look at the sleeve. Oh my gosh, this one, this specific one was the one that was just screaming, take me home. And I was like, I have 5 of you at home. Please don't talk to me. So this one, the Shidia, was pretty cool. Is it the Shidia? I think it is. A bunch more beautiful plants. Honestly, if you are starting to love plants, this is such a cool place to be. And this, look at this angel wing begonia. Not the largest plant, but not the smallest plant. And it cost less than $1, if I believe correctly. I'm still not so sure about, rates of exchanging to dollars, but this is so cheap. And these are the ones that I am very sad that I did not brought back home, because what were you thinking, girl? I guess I was just very hangry, and it was the very end of the trip. The lighting wasn't the best already in the store because it was sun setting, and because the sun was setting, is it the phrase? I'm not sure. So it's not the best time to film a plant tour, I guess, but I still did enjoy it. I did find some cool cacti as well. This euphorbia that I will grab right this moment also was calling my name. Very beautiful, very cool. I love the very nice light shade of this, but once again could not find the price, and at this point I was like, I won't even bother. I'm not sure what was with me. What was wrong with me? Something definitely was wrong with me. And look at this cute Gymnocalysium. Oh, already working on a bloom. I do have this very same variety, so I wasn't very tempted, but it was still cool to find and film for you guys. There are a bunch of beautiful grafted cacti as well, and huge leafed Tradescandia. Look at this one. I just love the purple leaves on this one. So, there are a bunch of those casual plants that you do find in big box stores, but also look at this variety of those carnivorous plants. So, little bit of this, little bit of that. It was so cool. I stared at this tiny cacti for way too long, I'll be honest. I was looking for some hidden gems. For example, this beautiful tephra cactus. Look at this. This, I think, toothpick cactus. I do have one at home, but I still was so tempted because it looked so cute. So cute. There were even more of those. I'm sorry if I say the same thing over and over again. I'm trying to film this voiceover in one go, and it's not going great. Oh gosh. But yeah, a bunch of cool opuntias, and this is where I noticed this beautiful Astrophytum baby. This one had a bloom on top, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But then I noticed this one, and this one had so many babies on its head. I was like, OMG, you are coming home with me. Look at him. Look, I want to say her and him, and it happened like hrim. I'm sorry. But then I noticed mealybugs. Oh yeah, there were mealybugs. So this one unfortunately did not come back home with me. Let me show you up close. Just look at that. Every single cacti had those little fuzzy little bastards. Alright, so as you can tell, we did had a bunch of plants to drool over. I'll be honest, I haven't watched many English things in the last 2 weeks, over 2 weeks, so I need to come back to my English train. I'm still thinking in Lithuanian, so sorry about that. But anyway, it was awesome. I saw so many cool plants. There is a little bit of a sad portion about this whole thing because I did not buy a single plant. Can you imagine? I mean, I personally still cannot believe it's my first trip ever that I did not came back home with any kind of plants with. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, honestly. Right now, as I'm thinking, and I haven't seen the footage yet, so I just do remember it from being in that store. I'm so sad that I did not buy that astrophytum, those begonias that were discounted, and maybe a Burl Marks flame. So, I'm sorry, somebody is calling me.
A few moments later.
Sorry about that, business is going on. Anyway, so what I was saying? Oh, so I was extremely surprised myself that I did not came back with any single plant, but to be honest with you, I am struggling with begonias. So I did not want to buy begonia and kill it in about a week. I wanted to do more research before doing that, before killing one, because for example, do you remember my begonia that I brought from the plant swap that I was so excited about? This is how it's looking right now. It's dying, honestly. I think it's gonna die. It is almost dead. It's on the brink of extinction. So this one is going to be going to the trash. I have another one on the other hand that it is looking happy for now, which is so surprising. So I guess I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing right and wrong. So I did not want to buy a begonia yet. And also about Burl Marks Flame, I do have one at home. So I thought, why would I need to buy a duplicate since I have a pretty similar size at home? So, you know, why spend money, especially right now since I'm unemployed? You know, I need to make smart decisions with spending money. So I did not buy a Burl Marks Flame, even though my hands were itchy, I'm not gonna lie. But this one is so similar in the size. This one is even bigger than the ones I had in that store, the ones that I seen in that store. And this one is happy, growing beautiful roots. So I was like, you know what? Let's not do it. I know it would be a special plant to have from the trip and it's sentimental and stuff like that, but I was like, you know what? We have this video, captured all of those beautiful plants, and since I'm not feeling any of those, I just won't pull the trigger, you know? I did wanted to buy the astrophytum like a lot, the one that had those quirky little babies on the very top of it, the humongous one. And I, for a moment, was holding it and going to the cashier, and then I noticed that it had mealybugs. So then I went back to that section of houseplants because there were two astrophytums, and I checked another one, and that one also had mealybugs, and I was like, I just got rid of mealybugs on some of my plants. I still have a couple Hoyas struggling. So do I need to bring more into my home? And I was like, I know it's a cool plant. I had no idea how much it costed though, because there were no price tag around. But I was like, no, let's not do this to ourselves. So I just put it back and went back into the car and did not look back. And it was so crazy, but yeah, this is where we're at. So no new houseplants from Poland, weirdly enough, crazy enough, but I did brought back home some cool souvenirs. I did get a cozy sweater that is so soft from the llama and lamb wool. Let me show you. I actually wanted to put it on today, but it's kind of still warm. But look at this. Isn't that a cute little scenery of town? This reminds me of Christmas so much, like little town of Santa. We do have mountains in the back, and of course we do have cute little reindeer. So that is probably my favorite thing that I did brought back home. I also brought back home a cute mug with Zakopane and beer on it. So nothing plenty, but I still will have a bunch of memories to look back at. For example, I also did draw in my bullet journal, my travel journal that I did mention. Wait. Bam. So memories were made, memories were saved, and it was so cool. So this is gonna be it for my traveling portion on this channel. I still have 2 more videos to make on my vlog channel, so if you wanna follow me along on the mountains and also just into Poland, because we did film even more. We did see some cool animals that I've never seen before, so cannot wait to share that, but this probably will be on my last video, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned on this channel for more plenty content, because once again I do want to film some updates for you on the plants that were staying at home and waiting for me, because there are some cool updates, and just work on my plants, maybe order some new plants. I just was scrolling the internet and accidentally noticed a new arrivals on one specific houseplant store here in Lithuania, and I was like, I feel the itch. I feel the itch for two plants specifically in there, so who knows, maybe soon we'll have unboxing as well. So I guess stick around to find out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave any kind of, you know what? Leave wool emojis, like yarn emojis, if you watch this video till the very end, and I will know that you enjoyed this video, that you wanted to stick around till the very end and listen to me mumble. It's always a pleasure to find those emojis. It's always so much fun to have you around. So thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you did enjoy, and till the next time. Bye.